This is Imam Malik Mujahid. US media, although majority of the people are Christian, is not talking about Christians in Palestine. But Christians in Palestine exist, they are concerned, and they have declared that they are not going to celebrate Christmas this year. This is the place where Jesus was born. God's peace and blessings be upon him. Bethlehem is the place which is known for that. 86% of Bethlehem 75 years ago was Christian, but 1948 Nakba disseminated Palestinian, including Christian Palestinians, out of their home. We have with us a scholar, Reverend Mitri Raheb. Welcome to Muslim Network TV.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
Dr. Raheb is a prominent theologian and the founder and president of al-Kalima University at Bethlehem. Reverend Raheb served as the pastor of the Christmas Lutheran Church in Bethlehem from 1987 until 2017. His book includes I'm a Palestinian Christian and Faith in the Face of Empire. Why are you canceling Christmas in Bethlehem?
Churches and the city council decided to cancel all Christmas celebration because we cannot celebrate while our people in Gaza are experiencing a genocide. This is the least we can do from where we are.
Why do you think America doesn't know this? Why people in America who are lights all around are completely unaware of what is going on to Palestinian Christians and Palestinian Muslims?
First of all, unfortunately, many people in North America, they hear one-sided news that doesn't necessarily tell our story. They forgot that Christianity actually started in Palestine, that Jesus was born in Bethlehem, Palestine, not in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and that the Bible did not originate in the Bible Belt. And so even many pilgrims who come to visit the so-called Holy Land, they don't meet the Palestinian Christians or the Palestinian Muslims. And this is what we have been trying actually to change since many, many years. This is why I keep writing about this issue so that people are aware that actually Christians are native in Palestine. We are not an import from the West.
Now, there are Christians perhaps in Gaza also. Do you have any contact with them? We saw in the news that there are 3 churches which have been bombed. Were those historical churches? Do you have any information about that?
Yes, actually, I'm in daily contact with Christians in Gaza, but also with our staff who are Muslims in Gaza. And there are less than 1,000 Christians left in Gaza today. In fact, 3% of them were murdered through an Israeli airstrike on the Greek Orthodox Church in October of this year. 5 others died for lack of access to health care. And actually 5 main Christian building and organizations were targeted and destroyed. The Arab Orthodox Cultural and Social Center, a brand new center, a state-of-the-art building, $6 million building, was completely destroyed in an Israeli airstrike. Actually, it was inaugurated just a few months ago. The first hospital to be hit in Gaza was the Christian hospital, the so-called Baptist hospital that belonged to the Anglican Church. The Rosary Sister of the Catholic Church was also targeted and had some destruction. Our own training center in Gaza actually is badly damaged. We lost ourselves as a university. 4 of our staff and volunteers, all of them are Muslims. And the director of our center in Gaza, actually, she is displaced. She had to leave her home in the affluent neighborhood in Gaza, and she is now displaced with her family in the south. So the situation in Gaza is heartbreaking, and it is just for us terrible that the world cannot agree even on a ceasefire to save lives.
I have seen in some images that in Christian Lutheran Church, there is a small area in which nativity scene is defined as though there is a destruction and bricks and those things are taking place. So how Christians in Bethlehem right now are showing solidarity with people in Gaza?
Yes, I mean, this is one way to show solidarity. To say that actually in the Christmas story in the gospel, Jesus was born as a refugee. Also the Quranic story tells the story of Mary, right, and Joseph. Joseph and Mary were ordered by the empire at that time, the Roman Empire, actually to leave the north of Palestine, Nazareth, and to come to Bethlehem, to the south, exactly what's happening in Gaza today. And we hear in the gospel story also about King Herod, who killed many innocent children in Bethlehem at that time. What Netanyahu exactly is doing today in Gaza with over 8,000 kids being murdered. So Jesus himself was born as a refugee child. And Mary, the pregnant woman, actually resembles the 50,000 pregnant women in Gaza today that are in labor and that they are on the run, on the way from the north to the south. So the Christmas story is a Palestinian story par excellence. And this is what we are highlighting actually this Christmas in our sermons. But also on Christmas Eve, we have artists right now, as we speak, working on a video, on a visual performance, where you have a Christian priest chanting the gospel with a Muslim imam chanting from the Surah of Maryam, showing the unity of Christians and Muslims under occupation, but also our unity for liberation, for human dignity, and for freedom.
Well, Professor Dr. Raheb, thank you so much for your time. Truly appreciate it.
You are most welcome. Good to be with you.